Greetings to all crypto fans here. Sive is here with the forexpeacearmy.com. Let's as usual take a look at the Bitcoin market. So in general, the plan that we discussed on Thursday has worked nice. So we said that although overall context remains bearish, market has reached some targets, has reached the oversold levels on the weekly chart, on the daily, and the bounce at least to the 106 area seems very probable. As you can see that this has happened. So on the big charts, situation hasn't changed too much because November still stands in the beginning, and it is unclear where the candle will close. So currently it seems that market is returning back, but it tells nothing yet. So what is most important, that market now stands still below the MACD line and was able, some attempt has been taken with moving lower, even below the lows of the grabber, which is not a good sign in general. So to return back the confidence, market will have to return back and close somewhere above 116 area to create another grabber and give us the confidence that it's really could keep going higher. Flat standing here with slow downside action definitely will be looking bearish and will increase the chance for a drop down to the 80 even area. So that's why here is nothing is clear yet. So on the weekly chart, approximately the same situation. I wouldn't overestimate the recent pullback. It's just because the same reason. That was mostly reaction on the oversold. This is absolutely normal performance when the market hits the oversold levels. And you can see even here with this big collapse, that's the first reaction on the oversold. So mostly I would treat it as a technical issue. Yes, recently Donald Trump has made the verbal intervention, saying that he suggests to distribute the $2,000 among the people from the earnings from the tariffs. But later it became evident that it should be not the cash distribution, but just cutting of the taxes. So information start changing. Then he said that the shutdown is somewhere near the end. But guys, all this stuff should not be treated and taken in intention, because all that Donald Trump said in recent year, it never has a long-lasting effect. All this stuff has been aimed on a short-term shaking of the market and maybe, I don't know, inside trading or something. No one actually statement that he has made had long-term effect, because within a few days, as is a rule, in an 80-90%, all that he said is turning in opposite direction. So personally, I'm trying not listening to him anymore, and but you can see that it still makes effect on the markets, and market showing reaction. Currently, it's just a combination of his verbal intervention and the technical background is coinciding, and you can see the impact. So on daily chart, you could see what has happened. Indeed, the bounce has started right from the butterfly target that we discussed. Here is also was an oversold level. So also normal reaction. What we should care about today, or at least in the nearest few sessions, let's take a look that market right now is flirting with the MACD. Overall context remains bearish. Situation with liquidity is not resolved. Shutdown is not over yet. Donald Trump could tell anything, but the decision on the Supreme Court concerning the tariffs and his so-called 2,000 bonus to the people also are not certain from that standpoint of view. So market is trying to distribute the things that the benefits and fruits that are not guaranteed yet. And from that standpoint of view, the chances on the pullback are very significant. So it will be enough to market to close slightly below 105.50, and we could get here the bearish grabber that confirm our bearish context and could trigger the further downside leg below the 100 level. That's what we need to keep an eye on the daily chart. On the lower time frame, the same story. So if you take a look at the full time frame chart, our target has been perfectly done. Market retested previous lows, forming the ABCD pattern here, reaching the confidence resistance that we expected. So here I would keep an eye on the possible bearish signs. On the hourly chart, you could see that also we have the butterfly target has been completed at the same point. So this ABCD target agrees with the inner ABCD agrees with the butterfly 127 extension. So this is definitely not the point for considering taking new long positions. Here we have another target slightly higher based on this ABCD pattern, this initial ABCD, that stands around 108.30. Theoretically, market could try to test it, and what is also important is take a look at the butterfly target here will coincide, next target 1618, approximately will coincide with this extension. But since market stands in the confluence resistance area, this scenario now seems hardly possible if bearish context still remains. If market will break the confluence and keep going higher, that probably will could tell us that probably bearish context will not be materialized. But in the current circumstances, I suggest that it would be better to follow a couple of things. First of all, do not hurry up and keep closely on the daily chart how it will close today. If we will get the grabber, this will be the first point in favor of our bearish scenario. Once we will get it, and if we will get it, we keep going. We keep watching for performance on the hourly chart. If markets start dropping, probably here we should get some bearish patterns as well. And in this case, our bearish context will be confirmed, and we could make an attempt for taking the short position. So that's just 2 points that we need to keep in mind. If by some reason market will break it up, no grabber will be formed, the market just will keep going to the XOP. Well, yes, in this case we will have to acknowledge that probably upside extension will be greater and short-term bearish context will be cancelled, because in this case market will turn the trend on the daily chart into bullish as well. So that in towards what we have from the cryptocurrency. Let's just keep watching what will happen.